Today we look at rich ways, the way of the rich. How do people get rich? Some of it you know, some of it you have wondered, some of it you probably are already in it. We'll try as much as possible to cover so much. Number one, if people are born or adopted into riches, they automatically experience riches. But let me tell you a quick truth here. £1 million in your hand means you have 1 million, but you are not a millionaire. It was handed over to you. You have 1 million, but you did not make 1 million. So those who are born into riches, they had it handed to them. And sometimes some of them bring back the money down to the level of their training. There are some people whose mind can only handle £1 million. If you give them 10, they will spend all nine consciously or unconsciously until they come back to 1 million. Two, winning the lottery. 79% of winners become broke, though. And within the remit of the Christian faith, we discourage people from playing the lottery for several reasons. It is the blessing of the Lord that makes rich. And I have found that in the third world, one of the fastest, terrible, uh, amoral way to be wealthy is to get a betting license. Poor people want to bet, thinking it's a quick way out. They end up making somebody wealthy. I know one guy who right now owns an airline just because people every day are betting on his platform, and the system has been calibrated for only a few to win. Number three, winning through competition. For example, if somebody goes on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, they can truly be, because in the space of answering, I think it is 20 questions or thereabout, or 15, they become millionaires. Two times now, sitting in the plane, I have played it because of the intelligent questions. I play it all the time. And two times I have been Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but no money was delivered because I played it on the plane. Number four, if you marry or divorce the rich, people automatically become wealthy because they came into the home of a wealthy person who transferred the same feeling of wealth to them. 9 out of the richest women on earth today did not get it because they labored and then produced a product that brought them money. 9 out of 10 of the richest women was either by marrying a wealthy person or marrying and divorcing. The wives of Elon Musk, the wife of the founder of Amazon. What does his name always get off my head? These people became wealthy because they married a wealthy man, or the wife of Bill Gates. Number five, inherit money. If you inherit money, you can become truly rich. But for it to stay, you will need to have rich habits. If you don't have rich habits, it has been known that when people inherit wealth, the first thing they do is carry out all the dreams they've always had, the car they've always wanted to drive, the life they've always wanted to live, the holiday they've always wanted to go to. Everything the man who created the wealth avoided in order to create the wealth is what they crave. Number six, have people donate you the money. Now, there are some people who have created a system that makes money come to them through donation. Uh, Maybe their system it's in itself a hard work for me to be able to believe you and be giving you a donation that made you wealthy. You must have said or done something. That's why you have Ponzi schemes, wonder banks. Number seven, illegal activities. Uh, there is a straight world, there is a crooked world. There is a regular internet, there is the dark internet. Businesses are going on in the dark internet. There are nations under sanctions of the United Nations, and yet they have minerals. Zimbabwe is moving minerals in the millions of dollars. Democratic Republic of Congo is moving gold and other minerals in the millions of dollars. And yet, the World Gold Council does not recognize Democratic Republic of Congo's gold, even though it is probably one of the biggest gold deposits on earth. So there are illegal activities. Some people carry, they go sell in some nations I don't want to mention. And those nations, they will melt it. Once they melt it, you can't trace one gold and say it is from another place, even if it is like red gold or special color, may have been found somewhere else. Number eight, and so with illegal activity, some people become wealthy, profitable. It is profitable, but risky, and it is criminal. And you, as a Christian, you need to make up your mind to create wealth with ethics. Wealth with ethics. Eight, suing the rich and winning. Some people target rich people, and if they win, they get more money than they have ever imagined. A young lady who was serving on the plane bumped into Joel Osteen's wife, and she said, "Oh, the lady pushed me. I'm suing her." I don't even know how much she sued her for. Number nine, some people sell their body physically through prostitution. This may bring them some money, but has consequences. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just talking essentially about rich ways. About rich ways. Number 10, some people sell that is selling your body, your looks or your appeal. Um, Take it or leave it. You cannot say this is immoral, neither can you say it is moral. It is amoral. There are models that are Christians and probably have drawn certain boundaries for their life. And they have been paid hugely. Everyone you see modeling gold, clothes, fashion, whatever, they are wealthy in their own rights. And that's one way they became rich. It's not that they are intelligent, but it's just that they know what to do, how to catwalk, how to show. Some people it's their fingers, some it's their voice. 11, when someone rich wants what you have badly, they can make you rich. When someone who is rich wants what you have badly, they can make you rich. The only thing that goes through my head right now is a man in the United States. I think they showed me his house in New York. I think New York Knicks were about to build their stadium. The land they had was too small, and they needed where his house was. And the government tried to force him to sell. He refused. And so this terrible looking house, probably less than $500,000, ended being sold for 12 million US dollars. Of course, the people building the stadium know that over the years they will recoup the money. Number 12, holding a high paying job for a long period. Now, this is tough. It's not easy through a job. If you have been with us on the Wealth Masterclass, we made very clear it's not very easy through a job to create wealth. Unless you are those kind of directors or CEOs who manage multi-million dollar companies and they themselves are a walking entity. They are a walking entity and they bring wealth. 13, be a founding member of a successful startup. Sometimes some startup started on shoestring, then it suddenly becomes popular. I've told you the story of Zoom several times. The people who put in $100,000 in its founding days must be somewhere close to $1 billion. Imagine the person who put down $5 million. Today, that the thing is $113 billion in worth. They became wealthy because they believed in a startup and put money in it. That's what people on Dragons Den do. 14. Be a professional athlete. Professional athletes, if you have skills in that area, is a fast way for a person to make unbelievable money. So you have people in the Premier League, young men who are still under 24, being paid things like $100,000, 100,000 euro or pounds a week. Money which a professor in the university will not earn in a year. They get it in a week because they are professional sports stars. Some of them also through the endorsement of products. It has nothing to do with age, it has to do with gift. However, let us give it to those young men. I love what Usain Bolt said. He said it takes 4 years of practice to win to win 10 seconds of 100-meter race. He says some people only practice for 4 hours and they are 400 hours, I think he said, and they are angry that they did not make it. He said it took them 4 years to eventually become world class.